You were right, Chris.
He bumped it. He bumped it.
But I'm gonna do this number here.
I talk with my hands. You know? We from Louisiana.
Yeah, we're from Louisiana. It's fine.
We should definitely talk about that. Like, where we from?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's throughout the whole thing. That's gonna be. Can't tell we from the FIFA almost thing, dude.
We got a lot of feedback, especially when we started recording the record. You know, there was like a select, very small group of people, like maybe
People we
5
know
or
aren't
6
gonna blow
people.
smoke.
Right.
You know, and they really helped us, you know, somewhat produce the album.
Hold it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I I was saying that you came to me when there was a search for a drummer and a bass player, and not really frustrated, just more on the lines of concerned, I guess you could say, that you wanted to make sure that this project continued and pushed forward.
So
and
I guess the big thing is like, I want to make sure we did this album justice.
We knew we had a good product and something
yeah.
special here.
I wasn't
We
going
wanted
to
somebody
settle.
who was going to
We,
do
were,
it justice.
we weren't going to put a subpar product out there. Like
Right.
I said it from the start. When me and TJ sat down and said, we're going to do this record,
We
there
half-assed
was
it.
no question. Like, when we come back, we're going to be better than we were before.
right.
Like,
And you
there's
did that.
no question. Like, I'm not doing it if it's not.
Right, and you guys absolutely did that. And the fact that the cover, I think it's very fitting that you decided to go with someone who was forging,
That's exactly.
literally forging something into, like, working the metal and making something into basically I'm not exactly sure what he's actually fashioning there, but
If you look on the back, he's holding it up.
oh really? I didn't realize that.
It's like, yeah, let's go play some shows now.
He's on the top of the mountain.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't
He's
realize
forging
that.
a weapon. He's
That's
forging,
excellent.
and that's a metaphor for the whole thing.
So while we're talking about it,
Yeah.
shout out to Steven Yoyada,
Yeah,
who
man.
did the artwork.
Hell-
He did a great job.
Hella awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful art. Definitely captures the essence of Vermilion whiskey. All the art that you guys have put out, the shirts that you've put out, the flag that you put out, the line of merch that you have is
It's vast. That's
well,
for sure.
it's
Well, that's what pays the bills, man.
yeah, it is. But it's one of those things where you have something for everybody
That's
on the
it.
table,
You know, like,
and it's awesome.
Like,
so,
my closet is like 8,000 black T-shirts.
yeah,
You know, and like, I go to a show, I want to support a band. You know, I want to buy something, but I don't always want a black T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I wanted to make sure that we had something for everybody who wanted to support us, who
Even
wanted
if you
to
don't have
put
a
in
lot
some
of
gas money
you
in the
can't
band.
really
You know,
afford to buy all these $30 shirts and hoodies and all this stuff, man. We got a little something here, you know.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, man, if you show up and you don't have enough money for what you really want, I'm gonna make sure you get at least something. You know?
Right.
Stickers.
Yeah.
We got stickers, pics, and all this other stuff. You know, especially the younger guys, and they look up to us, and they want merch. It's like, hey,
it's all about
you
brand.
playing guitar? I'll play guitar too. Here, take you some pics, man.
Yeah.
Here you go.
That's something we've worked really hard on to try to build a brand.
Big time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, and I feel are getting there.
I think it's a
We
very
just need people
distinguishable.
to listen to this record, and I think we'll gain some headway. You know.
I think it's a very distinguishable V-Dub brand. It's a very distinguishable V-Dub Vermilion whiskey brand that you're creating. And I genuinely love everything that's on your merch table. I want to buy it all. Like, I was disappointed
You
that
take PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, Cash App.
you already got
Cash
some of
in
my money
hand.
for 2 of the albums. I'm gonna
Cash,
definitely throw down
card,
some
full
more
frontal
stuff.
nudity.
Yeah, if you want to support us, VermilionWhiskey.com. We've put a lot of work into building the website. We got all kind of cool merch. We got even like unique print-on-demand merch that will only
That you
be
can't
yours.
buy
like,
physically from us.
Right.
you know, you can buy hoodies and different color shirts, different designs, make it your own, whatever. It's pretty
If
cool.
you really want something with a Vermilion Whiskey logo on it, you hit us up and we will fucking make it. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Draws, whatever.
Whatever you need, V-Dubs can
Yeah.
supply for you.
Jock strap, dildos, whatever.
Yikes.
Somebody hit me up wanting a V-Dub dildo.
Well,
It would blow my mind.
I feel like there's a great dad joke there.
It probably
Somewhere's
is.
in there, there it is. Well, you mentioned that there's a European release of
So
the
that's coming up soon through
Right.
Cosmic Artifacts.
but you're also kind of searching for someone to pick up like a label to pick up the actual album itself.
We would hope so.
Yeah, we shopped some labels on this. We had a few little nibbles, but most didn't want to put it out till like 2024.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't in the cards. So we would love to find a label that's right for us, because that opens a lot of doors, especially for touring and other things.
Europe. That's the main thing.
That's what we want to do, get on the festivals. It's a labor of love, doing this all ourselves, like all the business, trying, booking and everything else. It would be awesome to have a label that appreciates what we're doing.
A little help,
But ultimately, we decided to put this out on our own. There's a lot of upside to putting it out on our own. Luckily,
I would think that it goes a little bit farther. Seeing a band that's a lot more DIY, and all the bands that I've seen that have been picked up by any kind of labels, they were already extremely DIY, doing a lot on their own, and sometimes that's what it takes to get there, and we ain't scared to work.
Well, shout out. So hopefully, we sell out these records, and we do another press on a label.
Cosmic Artifacts out of Germany, I believe.
I guess my thing right now is just trying to get on tour. It doesn't pay for us to go out on the road on our own. We're still so little,
Right.
Just to go play with some bartenders on a Tuesday somewhere. But if Crowbar or Corrosion want to take us on the road, man, let's do it.
The opportunity happened, you would do it.
Let's hit the road, man.
Yeah, anybody.
We got the new tour van. We're ready to go, man. We're ready to.
And we will bring all the smoked meats that your heart desires.
Put us on a stage. Put us on a stage, and
Rice
we
and
will
gravy.
deliver.
You won't be disappointed whenever you put Vermilion Whiskey on stage. That's for sure.
The music speaks for itself, man. We can sit here and talk till we're blue in the face. Listen to the damn record.
Yeah.
That says it all.
And yeah, you're right.
Live show too, man. I mean, it's my girlfriend was telling me about that the other day. After the Get Down, she was like, "Man, it sounds great on the record, and it sounds great live." And she said it's two different things, but it's not different as far as intensity and just, I want to headbang just as much seeing it live as I am listening to it. We pretty much
recorded it live. When we went in, not much was click tracked. I kind of wish we would have on some stuff, but honestly, Tommy was just so locked in on
He was on it. He was on it.
In the pocket and done,
was
done
locked
with it,
in, man. So we pretty much recorded live, man. The drum takes are just exactly what we did in that room rehearsing. Yep. And that was a trip all in itself, right? So we show up the first time in New Orleans, it was try not to fanboy out, So we're in Crowbar's jam room, and at the time, Down was rehearsing for the big live stream they did in New Orleans, right? So one of the rehearsals we had, Down had just played that show, right? So half the jam room was all of Down's equipment, all Down's
Crowbar's gear, all Down's gear.
Jimmy Bauer's
from the night before.
We got Jimmy Bauer's huge gong in the room, Bauer Power, and I'm just trying not to nerd out, freak out about it.
Let's be professional here, and
it was really like
here
that.
and jam out.
It was really like that.
Velvet Elvis.
It was one Sunday we practiced, and we didn't realize it that Kirk was coming in to sign the
Kirk and Pat Bruders.
Yeah, we're coming in to sign the posters they made for the live stream.
Gotcha.
For,
Friday the
merch pack.
13th thing.
Right.
Yeah, so we're jamming out, and here's Kirk in the other room.
Literally, we could see him.
Yeah, the glass door.
Right through. It's no pressure. All right, here.
It was a trip, man. It was.
They heard the whole album. And it's so pretty good, man.
It was a trip. Just being a huge Down fan and a huge Crowbar fan through the years, and just it was so surreal, to be there working on our music when our idols, it was just a trip.
To jam with and for your peers, man, is the best gift you could ever receive as a musician. To me.
Yeah, and we played another show in Lafayette, right? That Seth helped us get on. Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys so much. We're Vermilion Whiskey from right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Thank you guys. We love you. We'll see you on the next time.
they had
That was-
somewhat requested us. I
That
guess.
was a no-brainer though. Like it was one of those dates where I was like, "There's only one band I want on this besides the headliner, and it's Vermilion Whiskey."
So I was Crowbar at Grant Street, and it was a trip because we played the show, and then I made some gumbo for Kirk and the guys down. I mean, Crowbar. It was crazy, and like to hear him afterwards, I got the lowdown from Pat. Afterwards, because he was on tour with them. They played in Shreveport the next night, so he was in the van with Crowbar, right? And he's like,
Yeah.
"Man, they were just talking about y'all and how good the songs were, and I got the goose pimples again."
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that's just gratification.
That makes it worth so much worth it, man.
So
I can't wait to put it out. Like,
Makes it worth it.
just gratification, like.
funny side story too. You talk about the gumbo you made. Funny side story here is that
Duck gumbo.
No, it's turkey.
it was turkey.
Was it? No, yeah, turkey,
It was
not
turkey
duck.
gumbo.
Yeah.
Turkeys up in the pit.
It was fire.
But I'm sitting there at the door trying to figure out what the delay is for Crowbar to go on, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And I look over, and there's Kurt eating another bowl of gumbo. Then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave him alone because he's enjoying.
Just let him do his thing,
enjoying
man.
Ross's
Don't
gumbo.
Trust
So-
the process,
I was
baby.
like, all right. Sitting there eating a bowl of gumbo with some Coors Light, and I was like, all right.
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great show for that, and the
Love
the,
those guys.
the show that you guys put on at Feed and Seed with the Get Down. Let's talk about the uniqueness of that and how you decided to come up with that concept with the music video and the crawfish boil.
So like, TJ said this before about the Get Down. So like, for instance, like on each record. Oh, that's a broad topic. Okay, so so like throughout the history of the band, like we all come in from different like music styles, right? From like I'm real big into like melodic thrash metal. TJ's big into death metal. Jason's into he's into some weird shit.
At the same time, we all listen to everything. pretty
Anyway,
much.
so we always just like settle in, a central place.
Right.
And that's kind of what VW is from. Like I write a lot of heavier stuff that doesn't make it into the band, and so do the other guys. So like each record we've made like a classic rock song.
Yeah, call it that good old boy, get, down home, just
So,
bluesy, That's all. The best way I can describe it is,
So like the first record I think is Snake Bitten.
Yeah.
It's kind of that vibe.
Yep,
And then
I can see that.
On the second record, Carl wrote, we hadn't played it in a while, One Night.
All right.
And that is such a rock and roll song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
just through and through. It's like Thin Lizzy, man, just rock and roll as hell.
Yeah, when I came up with that riff in the Get Down, it was just like we got that stank face,
Mm-hmm.
And then like TJ said it before that song is just like some coon ass rock and roll, man.
Yeah,
this is just
pretty
some
much.
coon ass rock and roll. That's what it is.
Getting
you know?
down, with the get down.
So it's about the Get Down. So that was the idea around the video is I wanted to showcase Louisiana and where we're from.
Right.
So that's why we picked the Feed and Seed because it's got a beautiful backdrop with all the old shutters, and then that's why we did the crawfish bowl. It's so on brand,
Yeah. The get down is not a place you go. It's a place inside that everybody knows. You can feel it when good people gather around, passing a good time out there to get down.
Oh yeah.
That's in a nutshell. That's
It's beautifully said too, man.
Yeah.
Like it's really a
yeah.
I think that song in particular was probably the one song that we probably wrote the most as a band
okay.
Yeah.
from start to finish.
Collectively, yeah.
With the new lineup, it was pretty awesome to see that come together. And then the lyric video I made for that is a lot of fun. Wait, yeah. It'll probably be out. It will be out.
Show your Graham, show your Momo in them, bro. They're gonna they might see some of their partners on there.
So shout out to Ben Pierce Photography. Do you follow Ben Pierce Photography?
I think I do.
Dude,
Yeah.
this-
R.I.P. Randall's.
This dude is killing it, man. Like it's a bunch of swamp scenes. He wakes up like before daylight, goes out in the swamp in his canoe, just beautiful swamp shots. Anyway, so
Love it.
I hit him up, and then turns out he's a big metal guy.
Nice.
Like, he loves Down, and I sent him the record, and he was all stoked to do some stuff with it. So he went and shot some video for that in the swamp, like early in the morning. So that's part of the video mixed with like a bunch of old Zydeco from like Randall's and Buzu Chavis and all this stuff. It's a lot of fun.
That's exactly what it's all about. Just having a good time,
so-
passing a good time, man.
So I can't wait to work on the actual music video, which we got some really fun ideas for that.
Oh, big
and
time.
it's gonna be pretty cool ass too. It's gonna be pretty cool-ass.
It's gonna be cool-ass as shit.
Well, there was some crawfish involved, so it's definitely going to be down home.
Oh, there's crawfish. There's drinking and
There's
fighting,
some booty
and
shaking.
booty
There's a lot of stuff going on.
grinding, and yeah.
Good deal.
C'est bon.
Now you make me want to see that. So the actual release of the single, "The Get Down," is
So
going
let's
to
talk
be-
about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So, well, this is probably going to air much after that, but the video is coming out this Wednesday. Our single for "The Get
Gotcha.
Down." Try to get Louisiana Loud to play it on Planet
Absolutely,
Radio.
I'll actually do
It came out Wednesday.
It came out Wednesday.
and I'll
Wednesday.
I'll do a Sunday. I'll definitely premiere it on the show on the Loud Hour, and then also I'll make sure I do a Louisiana Loud Loud Hour news segment.
Hell yeah.
Well, we pretty much talked about the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jason, you want to add anything?
Again,
to get
so
down.
much fun. That's probably the most fun for me.
That's
to
all.
playing the whole record.
Oh,
yeah.
that bass slaps in that song.
It does.
It's I appreciate it. And we got to play that song with Tommy. We asked him what song you want to play with us.
He said he wanted to do to get
He
down.
wanted to
Oh,
do
right
Get
on,
Down,
okay.
and I was,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna give Mr. Wade Perkins a little break and call up a special guest to the stage. Mr. Tommy Buckley from Crowbar. In the past year or so, we got to know this man a little bit more, and we've kind of become family, I'd like to say. Him and his wife. And, you know, whenever you get together and you do something as cool as record an album with the guy, you know, it's fucking pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And so we're proud to say that he's going to be the drums on the new Vermilion Whiskey album coming on next spring. And yeah, it's fucking amazing for the huge learning experience. And we appreciate him for everything he's done for us. This is for all of y'all, man. It's called The Get Down.
And like when we shot the video, you know, it was like I had all these dance moves for the song, but it's really not like. Ever since we wrote that song, like I just danced. Like it's just a dancing kind of song, you know.
Ross
Like,
trying to make
I
himself
remember-
TikTok famous here. or
Right,
something.
right. I remember, quick little story. The first time I played Vermilion Whiskey for my grandpa, right? So he's from Coonville down the Burbridge Highway, right?
In
Just
the back there.
Cajun, right? And I
By
remember
Longbridge?
That's
Yeah,
Longbridge.
okay.
That's
All right,
where I
yeah.
grew up.
Okay.
right? That's where it's all started on the Vermilion River, right?
Ross Brown and the Long Bridge All Stars, bro.
So I remember I think it was 10 South, our first record. We over there on a Saturday morning, you know, somebody's cooking a gravy, of course, you know, and they got 88.7 in the back playing Cajun music, and then we got the little boom box out. I say, hey, Pop It, listen to this music here. So, you know, he had them old Dickie coveralls on. You know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, we know what we're talking about.
The little belt right there comes on.
I contemplated buying me one of those a couple weeks ago.
I would, if they got one in my size, bro, you let me know.
All right, so we sitting there in the kitchen. I put it on. He's sitting there quiet for a little bit, just kind of, you know, shaking his head. Just, you know, played a couple songs, turned it off. Man, Pop, what you think of that? And he said, oh, what you call that? It's Vermilion. What? Man, he said, no. You need to call yourselves the Bayou Vermilion Boys. That's what you call it. I said, what you think of the music, Pop? I said, what's all that static? I said, well, that's the guitars, Pop. It's supposed to sound like that. Oh, okay. Well, man, you can't dance to that. No.
You can't dance to that.
I'll never forget that, man. It was such a beautiful moment.
So that's why you were like, I gotta make it.
We write songs that you can dance to.
Listen, now you were like, I gotta make a dance song.
And it that's what it kind of made me think of that, you know, because
Right.
when I did the flyer for the Get Down, like that was my whole inspiration. And I got all these old like Louisiana dance hall pictures from it, you know, and that was kind of the idea, you know. That's what it's about. And this is just
We were steeped in tradition, man.
it's the vibe.
That's
the
how we
vibe.
came up. That's where we owe all of that, the vibe to that.
Yeah, I was so like, I'll go on another little tangent real quick.
Sure.
So like, my wife's family, they're not from down here, right? And her sister came over one day. She was like, "Man, why you always got Cajun music playing low in the background?" I said, "Well, just the way it is. I can't explain it to you. You know,
his kitchen is just
so like
24/7.
you know, there's always a gravy cooking in on my stove. Right?
That's the truth. Every time I see a photo of your from you, it's either something on the pit or something on the stove, gravy wise.
That's right. So I'm always cooking. I got K-Bomb. It's always K-Bomb playing the radio or 88.7. Listen to the Zydeco Stomp.
Right.
Shout out Herman.
Jaman.
And I was thinking, man, we got to get our song on K-Bomb. Like we got to. Like for the release, Chris, you know somebody? Can you make that happen?
Yes.
What's his name? Todd Artigo, right?
Yep.
Hey Todd, I'm calling you out, man.
Yeah, Todd, listen.
Even if it's one time, like that would just make me so happy to my heart.
Give
to
you
get
some,
down on K-Bomb.
We'll give you some bologna and
Oh yeah.
you know.
We got to make that happen.
Hey,
And I had this whole idea, like I want to do this video series, right? Like after the record's released, I'm gonna do this Lafayette famous, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna get all these different local celebrities, you know, like I'm gonna get Sharon Moss, I'm gonna get Wayne Toops, I'm gonna get
I want to
get all these people.
Friends with the great Boudini.
Yeah, the great
Boudini, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I'm gonna get all these people. I'm gonna get Todd Argo. I'm calling you out again.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get them to do like a, you know, it's like a reaction video. You know, kind of the same
Yeah.
thing I was talking about my grandpa. You know, the people that wouldn't necessarily listen to.
Put your little ear on that, Chad, and listen to that. Tell me
These
what you
people that
think.
wouldn't necessarily listen to hard rock. You know, I can get somebody's Meemaw out there, you know, in the nursing home or something. You know, listen to it, and I want to hear their reaction.
Right.
You know, because
You know, well, you bring that up. Give it to me. Well, I already have it. I shouldn't say give it to me. I'm actually planning on going to visit my great uncle, who actually used to host a radio program called the Les Lester Hour in New Iberia on an AM station in the 50s.
nice.
And he's
See, that's exactly
That's
what
what we need.
he's
man.
87 years old, and
Exactly. That's what
I know that he would really enjoy and like hearing something that's new.
It'd be a lot of fun.
So I'm actually planning on going visit him soon. So I'm gonna go take
Rob
that.
Perillo, I'm coming for you.
T-Rob.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. So, shout out wise, or you kind of mentioned some of these people. Who do you guys want to thank?
So one big one.
What you need from Todd, dude?
We need to get on K-Bomb. Like
You really?
Like for real. I listen to K-Bomb like every day.
I'm calling him right now.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Wow.
Let's see if he'll answer.
Send me a friend request.
Hey, what's up, my friend?
All right, how's it going?
Good, dude. How are you?
Oh, good. Keep busy and healthy, and the wife likes me, everything checks.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Hey, you have a quick second?
Yeah, sure, I'm just driving from Villeplat to Eunice.
Okay. So I got some guys. They're in a rock band. They're called Vermilion Whiskey. But they're big fans of K-Ball, big fans of you, and they love to like be on a show one day.
Well, yeah. Do they have any, well, they like to be on a TV show or visit a K-Ball?
But look, I got Ross right here.
I listen to you every day, Todd. Every day.
So tell me a little bit about the band. What's your style? Do you know it?
It's like Southern hard rock, right? So we got this one track that's called the Get Down, right? And it's so Louisiana, man. And we gotta play it on K-Ball, man. We got to.
You never sent it to us yet, huh?
No, I haven't yet, but I'm gonna.
Well, let's do it. My email is easy. Tom.
Oh yeah, now we talking.
And that sounds like some Phil Davis could play for sure. That'll work out. Especially when we harp on that, some Acadiana guys in it, you know.
I mean, we're so Louisiana, man. We got this new track coming out this week, actually. And I was listening to Cable on this week, and I was listening, and it was playing some. What came on? It was some Bob Seger came on. I was jamming some Bob Seger. I was like, man, they gonna play some Bob up in here. They can play some VW, man. Wait, the Silver Bullet, man. We can do it.
Doing that, but they throw a few of them in there. That's okay. But that's cool, yeah. So we can get by with that. And I tell you what, man, I like it a lot right now. Not exactly enough, but it's all original. All original. It's that Poisson Rouge.
Okay.
You know those people?
I don't know.
It's terrific, man. It's terrific.
Oh, yeah.
Little kind of influences in there. It's all sung in French, well, mostly in French. and it's an accordion, but it's not a waltz or two-step. It's nothing they know. It's all original music they're doing.
Oh yeah, we're all original, man. We know a bunch of local bands. We've been doing this for over a decade, Todd.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, send me that and a little history, and we can definitely give that a go, man.
Oh yeah. I don't think you want us on the Swamp and Road show, but we sure would get down if you want to have it.
Well, that's not ruling it out, but yeah, pretty much. I need to get bands that bring a fan base that like to play the casino, like to play. That's what it's all about. Yeah, they sell beer, they sell food, but it's about 50 people.
We drink a lot of whiskey.
Oh, that's my goal as a musician. I want to retire as a
I
casino.
always had this idea for a video where we go set up at this honky tonk, right? Way out in the country out here, right? And then, you know, they think we're a Zydeco band. We start playing, we just film their reaction.
Yeah, that would be fun to do. Just do a video with, and just get some people with some long faces and everything. Or straight out and just take you around and you can paper request or everything. And they just keep bearing on. Then the camera goes to the dance floor and they all cut up. Dance and cut up. There's beer and shit.
Yeah, that's the exact idea, man.
Oh man. All right. Well, cool, Todd.
We'll get back to you, man. Good to hear from you, Chris. That thing is working out for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. We'll be in touch soon.
All right, bud.
Okay, man. See ya.
That was awesome. Bruh.
Thank you
There
so
you
much.
go. My little Cajun heart's about to fucking burst.